Good morning, all of you. Today we are going to study the amplitude modulation and demodulation practicals. In theory, we have seen the basic definition of amplitude modulation, in which the characteristics of the carrier signal is get modified or changes as per the instantaneous value of the modulating signal. Here, to transfer the modulating signal over the longer distance, what the carrier signal, high frequency carrier signals are required. First, we'll see what's how the carrier signal and modulating signal is represented mathematically. Here, VMT is your Vm sin omega mt, where Vm is the maximum amplitude, omega m, that is 2 pi Fm. Fm is the frequency of modulating signal, that is 1 upon Tm. See, on the CRO you have to measure the frequency of the modulating signal first. Okay. Second, carrier signal, which is Vc sin omega Ct, where frequency of the carrier signal is Fc. These two signals are applied to the AM modulator. First one Vm sin omega mt and second Vc sin omega Ct. Output of this AM modulator, that is amplitude modulator, is VAMT. Okay. So this VAMT is Vc sin omega Ct plus mVc square by 2 cos omega C minus omega mt minus mVc square by 2 cos of omega C plus omega mt. So this is a mathematical representation of amplitude modulated signal. This amplitude modulated signal, it consists of the three components. First one is the carrier signal, second one is the lower sideband, and third one is the upper sideband. Lower sideband exists at the frequency Fc minus Fm, and upper sideband is at Fc plus Fm. Now this amplitude modulated signal is represented in time domain in this way. Here, this AM wave consists of two envelopes. One is the top. See the block diagram of AM modulation demodulation trainer kit. In this, we are having audio signal sine wave generator. Then another input provision is for mic free amplifier and carrier wave generator. It balance modulator using IC 1496 is there. Demodulator using diode detector and demodulation using IC 1496 provision also is there. This is the block diagram. The modulating signal and carrier signal is given to modulator. Okay. Output of modulator is connected to the diode detector. Okay. So we have to measure, or we have to observe the waveform of modulating signal, carrier signal. We have to measure the amplitude and frequency of both the signal, modulating as well as carrier signal. Next, at the output of modulator, we are having AM wave. For this, we have to measure the V maximum, V minimum, and need to calculate the modulation index. Then for demodulator practical, output of demodulator circuit is given to the diode detector, and we need to measure the waveforms of the diode detector, again measure the amplitude as well as the frequency of demodulated wave and the modulating signal, and verify whether both amplitude as well as frequency is same or not. So here at the time of practical, we have observed that the frequency and amplitude of modulating and demodulating signal is same. Now we will observe the various blocks of AM modulator demodulator trainer. Here In this trainer, mainly we will observe the 6 major block in which sine generator is there, which is used to generate the modulating signal. Then carrier generator. This block is used to generate the carrier signal. Then another one is balance modulator. Now input to this balance modulator is from sine generator and the carrier generator block. Output of balance modulator is given to the diode detector, which is the amplitude modulated signal, that is the AM wave. Another block is audio amplifier and the demodulator. So we have to finally observe here. We have to conduct 2 experiments. One is amplitude modulation and second one is the amplitude demodulation using the diode detector. Finally, we have to check whether modulating signal and output of demodulator, that is the demodulating signal, which is similar or not. So we have to check their frequencies and amplitude. So we'll start the connection for the same. Output of sine generator block, which generate the modulating signal. Now we'll apply this to the balance modulator. Another input to this balance modulator is the carrier signal. Now we'll connect the output of carrier generator block to the input to the balance modulator. And output of balance modulator, we have to check this. Here we will get the AM wave. Frequency of modulating signal is set to 1 kHz by varying the frequency knob of sine generator block, and frequency of the carrier signal is set to 10 kHz by varying the frequency of carrier generator block, and amplitude of modulating signal and carrier signal is set to 2 volt peak to peak. Now output of this sine generator and the carrier generator block is applied to the modulator circuit, and here we are having the waveform of amplitude modulated signal. If you observe the V minimum value of this, it is almost 0. So it is having 100% modulation. This is the waveform of 100% modulation, that is M is equals to 1. V minimum is 0. Okay. Now we will vary the amplitude of Vm. So I will set this to 1 volt peak to peak. So now its Vm is 1 volt peak to peak. Now we have to measure the V minimum and V maximum. So I will set this the center. Okay. So V minimum is 0.3, 0.8, in between that, so it is 0.7. Now we have set Vm, value to the VM is set to 2 volt peak to peak, and the carrier signal here I have set the carrier signal whose amplitude is also 2 volt peak to peak, and frequency of modulating signal is set to 1 kilohertz. That's 1 into 1 millisecond. So 1 millisecond is the time period for this modulating signal. So frequency is 1 kilohertz. Okay. Then frequency of carrier is set to 10 kilohertz. Now I'm going to remove this carrier signal display, and here now we are having the modulated signal. See, here we need to set it at 2 volt peak to peak, so VM is 1. Now see, it is perfect modulation, waveform for the perfect modulation, that is modulation index is 100%, M is equals to 1. When VM is equals to VC, so M is equal to VM by VC, that 2 divided by 2, that is 1. So it is a perfect modulation. Now we'll vary the VM and measure the Vmax and Vminimum, and then from that we can calculate the modulation index. So I will decrease this VM to the 0.6, 1 point, now it is 1.6, okay, it is 1.4, set to the 1.4, and with this we can calculate here the V minimum. Need to adjust this at the center. So it is almost 0.3. For VM 1.4 it is 0.3, and V maximum is, this is a waveform of V max from here to here, so it is 2.4. V minimum is 0.3. Now further I am decreasing VM to 1.2. So now it is decreased to 1.2, again measuring the V minimum. So it is 0.5. 1.2, it is 0.5, and V maximum is 2. V maximum measured over here, it is 2 volt. Further decrease VM to 1 volt. Now it is 1, and now measure this. So it is 0.7. Okay, V minimum is 0.7, and V maximum, it is 1.8. V maximum is 1.8. Now further decreasing it to the 0.8 Vm, decreasing Vm to the 0.8. Now you're having for 0.8 it is 0.9. V minimum is 0.9 and V maximum is 1.4. V maximum is 1.4. Further I decrease it to 0.4 value. So it is 0.5. 0.5 V maximum is 0.8 and V minimum, if you observe here, it is 1. 0.8 and V minimum is 1. So in this way, we have taken the value of V maximum, V minimum. From that, we can easily calculate the modulation index. Now we will see the demodulation of AM wave using the IC 1495. Okay, this modulating signal of 1 kilohertz and 2 volt peak to peak amplitude is applied to the modulator, AM modulator. Output of AM modulator is applied to demodulator block. Another input to demodulator block is from the carrier generator, that is the carrier signal. Now the output of demodulator circuit waveform, now say it's same 2 volt signal we are getting from the demodulator. If I vary the amplitude of modulating signal, accordingly amplitude of demodulating signal is also varies. So this is the waveform for the practical AM demodulator using IC 1495. Okay. This output of AM modulator is given to input to the demodulator block. Another input to the demodulator block is from the carrier generator. Okay. So these are the waveforms for the D. Now we will see the output waveforms of demodulated wave using the diode detector. Okay. Earlier we have seen the waveform for demodulation using the IC 1495. Now output of the modulator is applied or given to the diode detector circuit, and output of diode detector circuit is given to the CRO, this one moving signal. Okay, so this is my modulating signal.